All right, so we're in New York City at the inaugural Private Markets International Short Course, and we're kind of into day 3 of the program. And I just wanted to quickly ask some of the students, and we have an advocate here, what is really one thing that has changed the way that you think about private markets since the course has begun? So Adam, we'll start with you.
I'd probably say that I got blown away in the last couple of days. Yesterday we met with a couple of companies that spoke about how they go about private credit, and today we've met with a couple of companies who've spoken about how they go about private equity. And if you recall, yesterday we were learning about how a company that lends money uses 1,000 different type of lending channels to collect information on consumers, to feed it back into their teams to determine trends and to help them make decisions with their fund. And today we heard from an equity company that dives into their entire network to go and get resources to help other businesses in their network. And because of their scale, they're able to go and get data from all different channels to assist the success in the businesses that they take over.
So Adam is talking about straddling all the way from asset-backed finance to middle market investment in private equity, and all of the journey and learnings along the way. So Naomi, what about yourself?
Well, kind of off the back of that, one of the things that really stood out to me today was how involved they get with the companies once they're buying part of the company, and they're coaching in through all the different parts of the business, and just what an immense difference they can make to those businesses once they're really involved and helping run them and improve them. It blew me away.
We spent a lot of time drilling down today about how much operational alpha there actually is versus financial engineering, multiples, and that was something we did spend a lot of time trying to dissect. Jackie?
Size and scale matters. This is a sector that is actually far more complex than I really appreciated. But the sources of return and value add and how they achieve it has been really quite impressive when you see it at the scale that we've seen it in the last 2 days.
And so we've also got an advocate here today, a very exceptional young talent, Max, who's representing several capabilities through the curated program this week. Max, what's some takeouts from you so
I think
far?
in private markets specifically, private manager selection is super important. And I think in Australia, we only access so many managers that are willing to make the trip over here. So I think for all the practitioners, everyone, all the students here, it's been a great example to actually meet manager specialists in the different asset classes. I think at the end of the day, who you pick matters exceptionally importantly. And in this case, everyone's had a chance to meet different sectors, different managers, and I think that's ultimately, at the end of the day, what's most important. So I think it's been a great opportunity for people. Compare notes. You hear maybe a secondaries manager versus a primary. You're hearing an asset-backed lender versus direct lender, and you're going to get some perspective on why you want both. So at the end of the day, hearing that from the horse's mouth, asking questions importantly, like all the sessions have been a lot of questions. There's no need to wait for questions at the end. Everyone's asking them pretty much throughout the session, which I think at the end of the day is a really good example of an engagement. So yeah, it's been fantastic.
And one of the things that's really important that what we do with these programs is we create the right tension with the mix of students and advocates we have. So Max is from Longreach, who's representing a number of capabilities from secondaries to energy this week to unconstrained in the case of Sixth Street. And Jackie from Mark Point, OCIO, who's getting fantastic traction in her business more recently, and to financial advisors. So we have a really eclectic mix of people here, all for the same thing, which is education and best practice in private markets.